This week on Live from Isolation Island, we try and investigate the big cases, like who stole Dave's hair, and are they slowly, stealthily stealing mine? We try and answer the big questions like, is there intelligent life in the universe? Because there seems to be very little on this podcast. And also the philosophical questions, like lockdown beards, trim goatee or full-on ZZ top. Join us this week for more on this and other nonsense on Live from Isolation Island. Oh, got a bit dizzy.
Right, here we are again. How are you doing, Dave? It's me,
Hey.
Simon.
Hey Sam, it's me, Dave. Do you remember me from last week?
I do. I've met you before online. Unbelievable.
Isn't it?
This is the worst Tinder date I've ever been on.
Hey, I'm a catch. I tell my wife every day.
Yeah, and she seems very moved by it. She rings me in tears every day.
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily agree, admittedly, but you never know.
Nice you tell her though. So how are you this week? On episode 2.
I know. Who'd have thought we'd do episode 2? Do you know what?
I didn't get this far.
We've had a little bit of interest, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
There's been some people interested in listening to us waffle on, and it's been, it's just been good fun. It's been good fun putting it together.
Been good fun. That's it, isn't it? It is us waffling on. We should say at this juncture, before we get into the technicalities, it is us putting the world to rights.
Yeah, enjoying
on
ourselves.
A podcast.
We just thought we speak to each other most nights anyway, so why not record it?
They said it couldn't be done, but we've done it. Now, what was apparent from last week, because what we would encourage you to do, you're not missing anything if you don't listen to an episode. It's not like Lost, but you should go back last week, because what became apparent, apart from me laughing a lot, was the word unbelievable.
You do say it a lot. You do say it a lot.
Yeah, it's like a catchphrase. If you were playing a drinking game where you had a shot every time I said unbelievable, I think you'd have passed out by 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
So we're going to have an unbelievable swear box.
Yeah.
Every time I say unbelievable, it's 10p to charity.
Okay. Which charity have you decided?
Haven't decided yet. People won't believe I'm doing it. So we'll decide where we'll give it. And I will try. It seems ridiculous to say I'll try and give that charity as little as I can. Yeah. But I will not say the word unbelievable as much as I did last week.
Okay.
Which is unbelievable.
It'll be requiring a lot of less editing, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to get a T-shirt made with it on. Simon says unbelievable. But this year's Frankie says relax.
You've just ruined your Christmas present from me.
I would never believe that.
Yeah. So I don't even get people a card, never mind a prezi. But there you go.
No, tight. So, how have you been?
Tight, cheeky get. Tight.
So, how have you been this week?
Been great. Saving me money, being tight, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
No, I've been good. It's been a hectic week.
That mattress is piled high.
No, I've been good. It's been a good week. It's been a busy one as ever. So, but it's been entertaining. I've not had a quiet moment. So I know when this social distancing lark came out, everyone was saying, "Oh God, what we're going to do? We can't work. We can't." I think bloody hell, I've not been busier.
Yeah,
so it's just
digitally as well.
Oh, unbelievable! I think I've had.
You've said it now, 10p that.
Oh shit! No, hang on, that was you. Sorry, I've said the swear word. Yeah. I'll have to edit that out now.
That's another 10p. We'll bleep that. Don't worry about it. It's good.
I'm not bleeping it. Yeah. So I've been filling my time wisely, I think. Do you know what? I've realised this week how talented I actually am. And I know that sounds a little big-headed, but anybody that knows me knows I am not a DIY man by any stretch of the imagination.
No, you certainly
However,
aren't.
I achieved greatness last Saturday.
What did you do? Did you finish the painting the hall?
No.
Come on, lay it on us.
I built me a bar.
A bar.
I just used anything I could find in the garage, and I built me a bar. And do you know what? It is up there with having children.
Is it? You're like a northern Mr. T. Got what you could. If they painted a stripe down the middle of your head, you would look like a northern Mr. T. So what did you make it from?
I literally had a couple of pallets, a bit of wood, a bit of oak, and then a lot of sort of a collection of multi-size screws and glue and God knows what else.
Yeah.
So we just cobbled it together. So I think I started at 9:30 in the morning, and at about 8 o'clock, I leant on it with a can of beer in my hand.
Remained standing, or did you fall through it? Was it safe? Was it? Because you have small children.
No. Come on, don't be like that.
Just...
It has structural integrity. And it's sound. Yeah, it's good. Health
and safety being a watchword, or 3 watchwords. Yeah, no, I'm very proud of you. It's good. What, have you christened the bar or anything?
Yeah, rather unimaginatively at the minute, it's just called Dave's Bar.
Yeah.
So
sounds like something from Torre Molinos.
High voltage.
You give it a name like that, a really 80s name. Illusionist.
So, yeah. Well, it's there now. It's in Pride of Place on the decking. Do you know what? It's a shame. I was thinking about this because even mid-building, I thought, I can't wait to share this. I've actually done something productive with my week.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be nice. We need a platform to show you what I've done. So I think we should probably set up some kind of Facebook page or something to show the fruits of our labour.
I think so, because we have had some requests for the cheese toasty video, so we could...
well, you would. Something
this is
integral to your life, you'd need it.
Well, Channel 4 have been in touch and everything, asking about a series, but, a bit like you, I am probably as people will know who know me, probably the humblest person in the world, I like to think. Yeah. So, I think if we had a Facebook page, we could put your bar, my cheese toasty, and anything else that comes to mind on there.
Sounds like an amazing album cover, my bar and your cheese toasty.
Sounds like a 10cc album from 1983, doesn't it? After they were famous. So,
Facebook is the future. Well, it's not the future. It's been around for donkey's years, but I'm just thinking it'd be a shame to... We have got a few downloaders now and listeners, and they're listening to us talking all this nonsense.
Do you think we're like a book at bedtime? I think they're listening to us like some bizarre cure for insomnia. I can't sleep, who shall I put on?
That's one thing, if we don't really get feedback on that, it'd be interesting to hear from people. Just look, when's the best time to listen to us droning on?
Yeah.
Is it I'm in my head, I'm just thinking there's 50,000 women just sat in the bath listening to us.
Yeah.
And just thinking, God, what amazing fellas these guys are.
I think there's just some bloke called Ken listening to us at night because he can't get off to sleep. And we put him out faster than 15 paracetamol.
Or Prozac.
That's the reality of it. There are other names. We didn't pick Ken out for any reason. There are other names we could have picked. If you are called Ken and you're in the bath with 50,000 women, please get in touch. So please don't use a toaster in the bath.
I mean, as you know, I like to think of myself as a musician. I played guitar since I was 5, and then I'm sat here with, hang on,
is it
the piano behind me?
Oh, I thought it was like an oboe or something.
Yes, so my 7-year-old's been learning the piano. He's doing very well. So he's doing very well.
Is he better than you?
Yeah, he's getting there. He is getting there.
Yeah.
He could do Chinese chopsticks. He could do a little bit of What's the not Ed Sheeran? What's the other fella called? George Ezra.
Oh yeah, because you know my love of Ed Sheeran.
Let's save that for another day. Let's not lose listeners. Come on.
Yeah.
He's got. Yeah,
no,
I think he's
not.
got.
If you are listening, Ed, it's nothing personal.
Yeah. Last time I checked, I think he's got 1 or 2 more followers than we have. So let's not offend the fella
for now. Wait till we're up to episode 4.
Yeah, and then the other song that he's learned actually from start to finish is the old classic "Three Wheels on My Wagon."
Whoa.
And it's a song
Does a modern kid listen to that?
Well, that's the thing. It's a song I'd never heard of up until him returning from my brother's house. And my nephew loves the song. And 3 wheels on my wagon. Do you know the one?
Well, I'll name that tune in 4 weeks.
I'll be riding
I do know
along.
the song.
Oh, I've never heard it.
Yeah.
Never heard it.
No. Well, I don't think it is. It's not in Ed Sheeran's repertoire, is it? It's not been in the charts since probably 1957 or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, does he play it well?
He does. It's the only song he can play from start to finish without error.
That's incredible.
So next door, they're going to think we're some kind of Western loving...
Yeah, country and
Western. Because he does sing it with a Western American twang in his voice.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Do you know what? Maybe.
No, I like a bit of country.
We could have a world exclusive next week. I'll see if I can get a recording or get him to do it live even.
That would be good if he would do it live.
Yeah, that would get an extra 2 listeners in, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's my mother-in-law and my wife.
And they're not listening now, are they?
No, yeah.
They're not listening just for me and you.
No, clearly. She's clearly heard enough of me.
My wife is clearly just not listening. But to the podcast, just said she wouldn't listen to it. But I did a bit on Saturday for no other good reason, because I'm not as talented a musician as you are. For no other good reason than it came up on YouTube. I spent half an hour learning the intro to Def Leppard's Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Wow. See, there we go. There's another classic moment.
Yeah.
We could broadcast.
I will never... I've no use for that. There's no skill that can ever, be useful for. So I can now play the opening 20 seconds of Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Have you been that bored that you've produced another cooking video this week, or have you held fire on just the one?
I've held fire on the video. I haven't done the next one yet, but I have made southern breakfast biscuits, which British people would think would be a scone or scone.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Done some more today, but today I've gone the whole hog.
10p in the pot, please.
Did I say
you
it?
You did.
Oh. Can't believe it. Even my phone's fallen off now. I can't believe I got that far.
There we go. You did well.
I got away with it.
According to my reckoning, we must be a good 10 minutes in, and that's the first one that
we
I
must
picked
be.
up on.
Ken's asleep by now.
Yeah.
Trust me.
No.
He's asleep. I've only said it once, but I've done some southern biscuits.
Right. Excuse my ignorance here, but what's a southern biscuit? Is that like a pathetic sort of soggy thing that just can't take a joke?
Well, it's nothing to do with a biscuit, as you would know it in England.
Right. So southern. See, this sounds very southern already.
Yeah. Well, it's like a scone. It's what you would have as a breakfast item, or if you went to a fantastic high-class restaurant called Popeyes in America, you'd have a bit of fried chicken in the middle of it, which you wouldn't do with a rich tea, would you?
No, clearly. No one would do that with a rich tea.
But it was another 3 or so ingredient thing that took about 20 minutes to cook. So I think I've hit my level with the 3 ingredients, really. Right. My stomach's showing that the 3 ingredients are enough, because I am expanding.
Right, okay, what we do?
Yeah.
Oh, your stomach's expanding.
Yeah, really. But that was this week's cooking. I can do a little video if people want. Other than that, I've tried a bit of musicianship this week. Yeah, it's
You've tried to broaden your musical talents.
Yes, I have. I went in the loft and got Wee Rock Band back in. Yes. Do you know what the first song you were?
Is this how you learned the AC/DC, or is it Def Leppard song?
Def Leppard. No, that was on a real guitar.
Okay.
I can only play it on easy.
Yeah.
It's not. I have smaller fingers, so there's no multi-dexterous Steve Vai type running up and down the fretboard.
Yeah.
But I put it on random, and on Rock Band 3, guess what the first song it gave me was? Don't Stand So Close to Me.
Yeah, okay.
Literally came up randomly.
Don't stand so. Don't stand so.
Don't stand so. Can we sing that? Or do we
I
get sued?
suspect at this time and juncture in society, that's probably really bad.
Yeah.
But
very apt for the times that we're living in.
It's like,
so.
It's we need to. If this does ever actually go anywhere beyond Blackpool and Lancashire, or God forbid, and being ambitious, maybe Merseyside,
we might get to Cheshire.
We should do a social distancing album.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. What would you call it? Songs from Afar.
From a Distance.
From a Distance.
The wolves blue and green. Who sang that?
Do you know why you know that song? Because, listeners, Dave is in a wedding band. Dave is in a band. So it's sort of like a northern prince with his multi-instrumental abilities. Yeah. Are you missing the band?
Oh, very much. Very much. Yeah, so I know I don't want to get into a serious bit this week, but yeah, it just goes to show the impacts of what's happening. We had many bookings for weddings and bits and pieces, but yeah, not to be.
Could you not do? Have you seen Elbow, Big with the Kids, on a Friday? Do a song from each of their houses over, I think it's Zoom. So the 5 of them, last week they had a string section, so there were more, all appearing boxes on the screen. And they do a song, one of their songs, from their different houses. Fantastic. You could do that with the band for a virtual wedding. Yeah.
I think we also need to look at different social distancing methods. I think it's been quite amusing this week. I know my daughter came downstairs and she had her swimming noodles strapped to her head. She went, Dad, this would be a great idea if I just put 4 of these over my head. Nobody technically could come within 2 metres of me.
That is genius. That is literal
so
genius.
I've written a letter. Boris, my daughter has come up with a cracking idea.
Yeah, do you think Boris will read your letter?
Oh, yeah. He reads every letter, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, the letter that's in large print with capitalised letters.
The number of letters he sent me through the election was unbelievable.
I had one off him last week about coronavirus. Week before.
What a busy fella.
I know.
What a busy fella that guy is.
Unbelievable.
To be fair with him, though, he's not been well recently. He's had the coronavirus, so...
Yeah, he's up nights, changing the nappies, so there is that. So.
And now he's on 2 weeks paternity.
He's doing all right, hasn't he? Dominic Raab's on overtime. Yeah. So what did Ella have any other social distancing?
Yes. So the other idea we've had was an inflatable dinosaur outfit.
Oh, that's good. Beth's got one of them.
So if you've got to do your 1 hour exercise, or you're going to just nip to the shop and get your 10 weeks toilet roll stash, then why not wear the inflatable dinosaur outfit? That way, you're going to occupy the entire aisle and nobody's going to come near you.
I don't think in the Lidl, if you're dressed as a velociraptor, they're coming near you anyway, are they? Let's be fair. So
Not
it's
granted.
a dual purpose thing. The only thing I would, because we've got one somewhere. Beth got one.
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Little arms.
Okay.
You're not getting anything off a high shelf, are you?
I've told you about this before, trying to reach the stuff from the top shelf.
I'm not sure the newsagent does that now. Yeah.
Oh, no, okay. Sorry, you're talking about Morrison's, yeah? Right, okay.
But not Smileys. So...
No, Spar and McCall's and other good high street stores.
You can buy top shelf magazines from other good quality high street stores, corner shops.
Or ice cream men in Blackpool.
Yeah. Peter Kay. Yeah. That is ace. So well,
there you go. Yeah, so the only other suggestion my daughter made was put on a fat suit.
Oh yeah, I am.
So I wasn't sure if that was a personal assault or whether it was just a suggestion. So.
Well, if I carry on cooking, I appear to be putting on a fat suit.
Well,
I'll tell you what you were on about last week.
Go on.
And it's becoming more pressing for me. I might see how your skills are.
I know where this is going because I can see you stroking your head over me Zoom.
Yeah. Did you cut Joseph's hair?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you sound very confident that it was a good job there. You sound very pleased.
I think, I'm currently exploring new business opportunities for when this lockdown is through.
It's a Tony or a guy.
If any parents or children out there are looking for a haircut that dates back to the 80s with a nice little wedge number going on around the sides, I think it looks fantastic, personally.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is it even on both sides? Does he look?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good job he's 7, let's put it that way. If it was 16, I think we may have a whole different kettle of fish on our hands.
How did he take to it? Did he like?
Yeah, no, he enjoyed it. It took some convincing to allow me to do it in the first instance, but once we were there, it looked good. So he sat down. We sat out on the decking in front of the newly constructed bar.
The bar, Dave's place.
Yeah, I vowed to having a day off on the Sunday after completing such a mammoth and groundbreaking task. Yeah. So,
I've heard it's the International Space Station came over, said it looked good.
Yeah, it's great.
Visible from space.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, well, I might employ you because, as Dave said over Zoom, he can see the fact that my hair's moved on another couple of weeks since we recorded the first episode. I look more like Doc Brown now.
You do.
Off Back to the Future.
Big time.
Yeah, I can't even drive to.
I'm prepared.
I am prepared. Going to 88.
I am prepared to come over and assist you in this, if you wish.
You're going to cut my hair through the window?
I was thinking of strapping my clippers to a broom handle and doing it from a distance. I think that'd make another great video opportunity potentially.
I think it would.
Let's see if we can cut your entire hair or entire head using a broom handle.
I suspect my head will be cut.
Yeah.
At the end of that.
Yeah, but it'd be highly entertaining. It doesn't matter about the results, surely.
Yeah. Well, there is just the trouser-wettingly terrible pain and agony of having somebody lashing away at your head from 4 feet away with a broom handle with the clippers on the end, isn't it? Other than that, it all sounds great.
I've even discussed it with your wife, and she suggested just getting them few hairs around the vocal cords.
I think she would take the whole head off. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable again. That's 20. At least 20. At least 20. Unbelievable.
When we listen to this back, if anybody wants to send in a guesstimate of how many times I say unbelievable, I'll also try and say the word guesstimate in every episode.
Yeah.
Just to see how many times it can get in. But I am going to have to do something with my hair because unless they bring Miami Vice back, I'm not going to look good.
No.
So another couple of weeks, I might take you up on the lashing it to a mop handle or whatever and just battering me around the head with it. Okay. Rachel would be pleased.
Yeah.
She gets She gets very emotional. She cries every morning when I wake up because of the joy of seeing me. Yeah. And very often I will wake up and there's a pillow on my head, which she said is a sleepwalking thing, but she's very... she sleeps very deeply because some nights she's knelt on it. So...
Oh, well, there you go. There's one more. You may deem this as an extreme measure in relation to social distancing, but for some time now, I've always wanted to be a pilot.
Right.
So
in a plane.
Well, I've just wanted to take to the air. So I have a drone. And
yes, you do.
Back in November 2019, there was new legislation brought in which prevented me from flying my particular drone in a public space.
Yes.
So I thought, while I've got the time on my hands, I am now an official CAA drone pilot.
Get out.
I am.
How did you do that?
No, you have to do the test. Well, that was a good one. I thought that was a nice way because not only the fine weather allowed for it, first of all.
Yeah.
And then I realised it was a lot cheaper than I thought. So that was the second factor. And then...
What did it cost you?
Well, I had to proper save up for this.
Yeah.
It cost me at least 3 paper rounds.
Good gracious. That's
£9.
9? Is that all it is?
Yeah.
And I can land a Boeing 747 now. Because I've got a neighbour that was years learning to fly a plane. He's just been on Jet 2. So
whoa, hang on. I said I've got a CAA drone licence for leisure purposes only. However, for leisure purposes, surely that allows me now to drop essentials off to my in-laws 3 doors up.
It does. You could send stuff to me. It's a good drone, isn't it?
I could, yeah. I could send them over. What do you want? Do it to send you... When's the last time you had a cigar? Because I reckon it could carry on.
Oh, yeah, I haven't. I haven't had a cigar for months. And I like a cigar. Months. Literally months. It's apparently not the best time to smoke at the moment, but yeah, I would take a big cigar, yeah. Although, if you are listening, we don't advocate taking a big cigar.
This isn't just some feeble attempt at trying to get some tobacco sponsorship.
No, but if you are out there, the Monte Cristo...
Mr. Lambert or Mrs. Butler. If,
Benson or Hedges, if you are sponsoring us. So, no, well, I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thanks, Simon.
That you've achieved this feat. I'd like you to film Dave's bar from the air now.
Oh, I will. All the more reason.
Yeah. Was it difficult?
Very, very challenging for a man of my IQ.
Yeah.
It was.
I imagined it would be.
Yeah. I think it just basically means you've got to have an element of common sense. Don't fly your thing in front of a Boeing 747 or... I actually think one of the questions asked, if you see an air ambulance flying towards you, do you fly your drone towards the pilot to make him aware of the imminent danger, or do you land your aircraft as quickly as possible? No.
And what was the answer?
I was wrong. Apparently making the pilot aware of the fact your drone was there hurtling towards him was the wrong thing to say. So.
Yeah, well...
But still, a scrape through.
It would.
Yeah.
Well, if you are ever on that plane when they say, is there a pilot on board?
Here we go. I've got it.
Yeah. I'll be asking, is there a parachute on board?
I've got this covered. Which joystick do you want me to control?
Can I do it off my Samsung?
Yeah, there we go.
Basically. Well, how have you been getting on? I'll tell you what I needed to ask you. Have you got any other building projects this week?
Well, I'm going to move on to the Q-Pod SECMA this week. And you're staring at me blankly over Zoom here. So the Q-Pod...
The Q-Pod... Say it again.
So, obviously, listeners, for the 3 listeners that are actually listening to this, you'll have the added advantage of having Google in front of you. So if you just bang in Q-Pod SECMA electric, I am the proud owner of one of those vehicles. So I think I'll save this conversation for next week when I may be able to update you more fully and hopefully supported with images and potentially a video of a running vehicle. I'm looking forward to getting this thing going. I thought, I don't class myself as a massive environmentalist, but with it being a fully electric vehicle, me and my lad are going to have a go at doing this thing up and making electric cars cool again. And it may be a slightly difficult test when you get sight of the vehicle, but cool can take many forms.
Well, to be truly cool, you just try not to be cool. This is the thing. Do it. So I'm excited to see this.
You do it very well. Yeah. So that's. I think. I don't know about you, but I think we've bored people long enough this week. What do you reckon?
Well, I think also I'm sat on my small haberdashered stool again. To be quite frank, I've lost all the feeling from the knees down, which doesn't help.
No, a man
if only this was a video podcast. When I stand up and tipple sideways because I can't feel my feet, that would be worth a video. Yeah. Let me tell you that. But no, I think we've covered a lot of ground this week. We've covered some of the philosophical questions.
Yeah.
The big questions people were asking.
And we've filled mainly nonsense, I think you'll find.
Yeah, again. So the remit of the podcast really was just to talk nonsense, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully, we are now officially launched as a podcast. So we're now on
various podcast providers.
Come on, that's just name.
Dave will list.
We're on Google Play Podcasts. We're on Stitcher. We're on Apple. We're on Castos. So basically,
cast-offs. We are like two cast-offs.
Yeah, we are cast-offs on Isolation Island.
Yeah.
And this week,
Castaways.
Thank you for listening. If you've got this far, well done you.
Well done you. Come back next week.
So,
as we said the first week, we'll do this every week if you like it, and if you don't like it, we can go up to 3 times a week till you do.
Yeah.
So So keep listening. Basically, now we're going to sign off and go for a walk round Isolation Island.
Yeah.
It's a big island. It takes roughly 4 minutes to get right round it.
Yeah.
And it's been good. So we want to thank you for listening.
Goodbye from me.
You do it. And it's goodbye from me. We've got through another one. Ken, if you're asleep, wake up, son. Wake up. Come on.
Put down the haberdashers still. Unbelievable.